Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. After much request, I'm just going to dive into Enjin coin right now, okay? If you're not a subscriber to the channel, do please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, and yeah, I hope we can find some information for you here. And yeah, we'll just dive into the Enjin coin right now. I've never even looked at this chart before, to be honest with you guys. I don't hold Enjin. I'm not into Enjin. I'm being completely transparent with you, so I'm looking at it from an unbiased point of view. So we are obviously going through this correction, as you are aware. So it's easy for me to say, you know, it's going to go down and it's going to go to oblivion and that. But what we need to do is potentially, you know, on the 4 hour, we can't really see any kind of structure at the moment. We have got these lower highs here, so you've basically got probably a potential level of support there. Okay, so if it was to dip any further, you may see it dip there. Well, you have touched that level there of support on Enjin in today's correction, guys. So it has found a level of support on that previous high just there, you see, because it's lost that high. As you know, when you go up, the highs, the resistance becomes support on the way down. So you can see there it went up and then it fell back on it as support, got the bounce and carried on. And then when it starts to fall down, you will see the previous highs act as level of support. So, you know, if you was to lose that, then you would be targeting that level there as the next level of support, guys. That's how it works, basically. It just sort of trades in these channels on the way up and then trades in these channels on the way down, finding levels of support. So currently you've got a level there at 194. So that seems to be where it's kind of bottomed out at the moment off this correction. And then you've got another level there, sorry, at $1.52, and that's another level of support is if it was to correct any further, guys. So if it was to correct any further from this point, you know, down to that level there, then you would be looking at a further 26% depreciation for Enjin coin. Okay, I'm not necessarily saying that's going to happen, but what we have got here, and you know how we do it on this channel, guys, we have got a bearish cross on a 4 hourly time frame here, okay, and then we've got also that repel that we talk about and monitor in the time frame here in the channel here, guys. Okay, so if we zoom in a little bit, I'll show you what I mean. So effectively what you got, the bearish cross there, okay, on the EMA there, the 20 EMA and the 55 EMA. So you got the bearish cross which pushed us down. We found some kind of support, which was the previous low there, the swing low, and that previous swing high. You see, acts as support there, acts as resistance on the way up, acts as support on the way down, and then when you're falling back down, the previous highs and swing lows act as support, guys. So you see that you got that lovely bounce there. So that would have been a good entry just there on this particular correction there. You could have been entering there, and you know, you could have rode it up and probably potentially sold on the retest of the EMAs, but we will get into that in a bit. So basically we went back through, we got through the EMAs and we back tested, as you want to see when you're forming these bearish crosses, guys. You know, it does push you down. Unfortunately, it does start to push you down, and the trend is kind of reversed. Okay, when you get the bullish crosses, guys, you know how it is in the channel. Okay, a lot of you that have been in the channel for a while now, you know when we get these bullish crosses on the EMAs here, you see that big projection. Again, we fell through and we back tested it as support, and then it confirmed that we were in an uptrend, and from that point down there, guys, which was in February, just over roughly a month away, you know, Enjin coin is absolutely bolted up. Okay, so you can see it's appreciated a hell of a lot from that point down there of that bullish cross. You know, it appreciated from that bullish cross just there, gone to its high there, 483%. So you got to allow Enjin coin some room to breathe now. Okay, you got to allow it to cool down and just take a bit of a retest of these EMAs, okay, and just cool off and probably a potential level of consolidation. Looking at this, you know, I don't personally think that Enjin coin is going to bounce from here and go on to make new all-time highs. I do believe that what you're seeing now is a level of consolidation and a retest of support. Okay, so because what you do is you've lost the EMAs here. Okay, you basically had the EMAs. You was bullish when you made the bullish cross here. Okay, just there. Sorry, just there. Okay, you made the bullish cross. You went up. Okay, you back tested support, and it was confirming an uptrend, and then you keep marching on. Okay, and then you retest these EMAs. You will always see the retest of the EMAs coming back, retest, coming back, retest, coming back, retest. And what was good here, you never fell through the 20 EMA. Okay, because when you start to fall through that 20, you're looking like you potentially could fall below the 55. When you do that, you do tend to go bearish, just as like you did here. So you got up to a peak. Okay, you come back down, you formed basically looks like a bit of a M double top, guys, and I will show you the target now from that, which is actually quite a larger correction than what you're seeing now. Okay, so at the moment, you know, you've got this correction going on in Enjin coin. Okay, so you can see here we've got a double top effectively that ran out of steam. Okay, you see this is one peak just here, guys. That's one peak, that's two peak, and you can see what happens is as the move runs out of steam, it falls back and it tests the EMAs and it loses the EMAs, tries to come back up, but it's just running out of steam. Okay, so you're looking at a correction, and believe it or not, it's a healthy correction. Okay, and we will zoom out in a minute on the daily time frame because I'll show you what your targets potentially are. But the target you can target off the 4 hourly, guys, okay, for Enjin coin for a level of support now is basically this. Okay, so when you form a double top, okay, it's called an M double top like that. When it loses the support here of this M, this is called a neckline, okay, guys, so that's an M pattern like that, and then it failed and it started to lose it, come back up, got rejected, and then it's starting to lose it again. But the potential end target from this is from here down to here to the neckline, and then what you do where you've fallen out of the neckline, which potentially was there, guys, okay, just there, you've got that target down there. Okay, so that is a potential target for Enjin to fall back to. That would be probably an absolute bottom target, a local bottom in this larger correction of things, guys, okay, for Enjin coin there. So, you know, I could lie to you and say that, you know, it's just a small correction and you are going to go super bullish and you are going to go to the Mars and you are going to go to the moon. But personally, you know, from a technical analysis point of view here, guys, you have created that double bottom there. You have created that double top. The M pattern double top, you can Google that pattern, guys, and you will 9 times out of 10 see that play out like that. It's the same on a reversal as well when you do form a double bottom, okay, guys. When you get that double bottom and then you break the return neckline, the support line of a double bottom, you will see that pump off that bottom to the neckline. And I'll try and show you where we have seen that pattern before. Okay, so where have we had a double bottom? Really, not really had a double bottom. That potentially a bit of a double bottom there. Okay, so what you've got here, when Enjin was collapsing there, yeah, it created that double bottom, which one bottom there and another bottom there. So when it breaks the support line, or in this case the resistance line, so you've got that sort of M pattern. Do you see that, guys? So when you break this support line, this resistance line of this neckline of this M pattern, which is a double bottom, it's effectively a signal that you are going to go up to the target from the bottom to the neckline, and I'll show you, guys. Okay, so from there to there, if you was down here and we was looking, personally, like I said to you, I've never looked at this chart before, so if we was trading this and we seen this double bottom and we seen this level of resistance broken, as you can see, we broke through it, we back tested it just to confirm a support, and then we marched on. So you would have been targeting this as a pump from this particular neckline here when you did break it. Okay, so what you do is you move that over like that, and you can see we actually, obviously we went up, but as we went up we hit that top there and we did form a little bit of level resistance, so we did actually complete that move. So that was a great example of a double bottom M pattern there, guys. Do you see that? I know it's a bit upside down. If I was to reverse the chart for you like this, I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just reversing the chart for you now, guys, so you can see effectively that's almost like a double top. Okay, so that's what we're looking at now, this sort of pattern at the moment where Enjin has gone up and it's made that double top, that lower high, it failed to take out the high, you see. Look at this from a reverse perspective, because I'm just trying to explain the double top theory to you, so you can see the breakdown and the potential target. So again, you know, this is a double bottom and you reversed it and you can see the potential target, and we actually got there and then we carried on going up. So with this pattern here, that kind of explains what that is as well. Okay, so if I was to do this, you would see that effectively looks like a double bottom. We've got that bottom there, then a high bottom, and then you can see when we break the trend line, we do tend to push up to the target, as you can see from that previous double bottom. Even though it's a double top, it's reverse. I don't want to confuse you, I do apologize about that. So you are looking at a potential breakdown target there for Enjin for $1.42. Now, the way this move can actually be invalidated, guys, and this isn't conclusive yet, okay, we have broken the level of support there, but you can actually invalidate this by coming back up, getting above the neckline, back testing it as support. So something like this, guys, where we was to get a reversal now, bounce off this support, hopefully, come back up, get above the neckline of this double top, okay, and then get that back test as support and move on. And that would invalidate this entire bearish scenario there, guys, for Enjin coin. So that's something you do need to keep an eye on, and I will keep you updated in the channel, guys, in the YouTube channel there, and the Telegram group. Okay, so do get yourselves involved in the community there, and I will help you, you know, with what's going on with Enjin coin, and obviously in the future we can lay down some predictions in that. But what we're going to do now is show you a level of reassurance, guys. Okay, because I know a lot of you are thinking, balls, do I sell, and you know, or whatever. I know a lot of you are thinking, damn, it's correcting, damn, it's going, you know, it's going to oblivion, damn, should I sell, and stuff like that. At the moment, you are holding this support, okay? You have got this support, which is really good. It's really strong. Failing that, if you lose this support line now, okay, this bottom here, this 194, roughly, that sort of area, if you lose that, then you will potentially be looking at a cascade of selling down towards the 152 area, guys. And then failing that, you know, you will potentially see that bottom there, which is the neckline of the M double top, guys. You will potentially see that breakdown there. So, you know, you do need to see this move invalidated by getting back up, back testing this as support, and marching on. But what I want to show you guys, just reassurance, okay? What you do, and I tell everybody in the group there, in the community, just always zoom out, okay? So zoom out as much as you can. So we're going to zoom out onto the daily time frame here, guys, and you will immediately see, and I'll show you, that's that double bottom. We can get rid of that now, guys, just to show you as an example of how it works. So at the moment you can see what's happening here, guys, is basically Enjin coin is sitting on the 20-week EMA, 20 EMA on the daily time frame. Enjin coin is hogging it at the moment, and it is finding it as a level of support. So that is really good. That is good for Enjin coin at the moment. Now, if you was to fall through that, okay, and come back down and test this 55, which would be that bottom target, okay, of this double top breakdown at that 142, I know it looks bad, but actually it's not. It's just a retest of support that Enjin coin has done there, okay, in the bullish momentum, and it's actually done there as well in the bullish momentum. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, guys. So all I'm going to bring to your attention now is, you know, if you do see it collapsing, guys, and going down, don't sell. Okay, that's my only advice to you. Just don't sell, because you will start panicking and you will look to sell, and that's what the whales do. That they manipulate the markets and they drive it down, and then get people scared and they panic and they sell. So it's not financial advice, guys. I don't want to tell you what to do, but all you're doing in this correction is testing levels of support. Okay, so always zoom out in your charts and you will see, you know, that these EMAs are really crucial, guys. Okay, they're just levels, they're testing of support, okay, in an uptrend. Since you've formed this bullish cross on the daily time frame, you have been in an uptrend, and you will continue to be in an uptrend until these lines cross, where the yellow crosses the red, and that forms a bearish cross. Until that point comes, which isn't yet, hopefully, you know, you're probably just looking at a very similar pattern to like this, where we had the blow off top, we come back down, we corrected, we hit the 20 EMA on the daily, and then you lost it and you back tested the 55. So that could be an eventuality there. You're just sort of cooling off, coming down, retesting support before marching on. So what I'm going to do now, guys, for you is give you a future price prediction for Enjin coin. So what I'm going to do is try and lay down a bit of a price prediction here, guys. It's probably a bit of a wild assumption, a wild guess, because what you can see with Enjin coin is, and we're zooming out on the weekly time frame now, and we're going back multiple years here. This is going back to the 30th of October in 2017. I think that's when Enjin coin's inception was, or whenever it was first traded against Tether. Yeah, so what we're looking at here, you know, on the weekly here, we have been bullish since last April, when we formed this bullish cross on a weekly time frame. And as you can see from that point there, you know, Enjin coin, when it formed that bullish cross on a weekly time frame, its all-time high was 3,390%, so basically a 33x, and you're currently 2,259. okay, so it's basically 22x up from its bullish cross on the weekly time frame. So it is in a hyper bull market, okay, guys, and as you can see, it almost is going vertical on the weekly time frame there. So it's effectively almost parabolic. Well, it is kind of parabolic, to be honest with you guys. That's a very parabolic move. So we are looking at a cool off, which, to be fair, it does look like it needs to happen. So I would effectively say that, you know, you are looking at them pullbacks, guys. You are looking at that blow off top, that double top correction. Okay, I do looking at this chart now on a weekly time frame. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but you do need it to calm down, guys. You do need it to cool down and just correct and come down to those levels and get those retests, guys, because otherwise you're going to get too extended and too far away from this EMA here on the weekly time frame, especially as 20, okay, because you do come back to it, okay, you do come back to it in a healthy test and a healthy correction. So you do need a bit of a cool off for a couple of weeks, guys, just to allow this EMA to creep up again before you can actually take off again, okay. But it is good. I'm not saying it's going to collapse, guys. It's looking really good. A really good healthy correction is what's needed. You can see the RSI here. This is starting to turn, and this was looking extremely overbought, guys. So what you do need to see, you know, from a technical point of view, guys, is a cooling off, a level of consolidation, just a little bit of a chill out for Enjin coin. Come back into the middle, get this RSI reset. You see how it gets reset here, guys, because when it resets in the middle, look at what it can do for it. It's got that much room to just get overbought again, because this level here, anything above 70 in the RSI, is overbought territory, okay, and that's when things start to get a bit heated. It's like, imagine, you know, something like a hot car, whatever, an engine getting too hot and the car breaks, it blows up, and that's basically what happens when you get too high, too much buying going off on the RSI there. It gets overheated and it cools off, okay, there, overheated, cools off, and it got really overheated there, as you can see, and you're really high, you're forming that parabolic move now, and you do want it to calm down, guys. You know, you do want it to calm down. I could tell you it's going to go to the moon, guys, but you know, given this price structure, you are looking at a level of consolidation. So potentially, you know, just like here when it was getting really up there and it extended and far away from the EMA there, it would have had the same sort of cool off. So you're looking at 1-2 couple of weeks cooling off, and you can see that's already began a couple of weeks ago, where you had that wick right up there at the top, and then it got the selling pressure came in and pushing the body of the candle down. So obviously you got that wick at the top there, so the selling pressure started to kick in a couple of weeks ago, guys, and now you're in this week and you're actually getting that red candle, okay. So you're just going to hit that level of consolidation, come back down to those EMAs, get a retest of support, refuel the rocket ships, and then you'll be off again. So, you know, if you was to get the same sort of impulsive move that you did get off the last level of consolidation that you experienced for Enjin coin, which was in January, okay, so towards mid-January there, the 18th, you hit that cool off period and you consolidate for a few weeks before taking the next leg up, you could potentially be looking at a very similar move, okay, guys, and that move there on Enjin coin was from that level of consolidation where you hit the bottom and you went up to make that new high. That was 857% appreciation. So what we'll do, we'll layer, you know, you may experience that again, okay. So what we'll do, we'll just be conservative. We'll go from roughly around there where you're going to consolidate, so roughly somewhere around there, okay, so roughly that sort of area there, which would see you go up to that sort of level there. So what you're looking at, guys, if, okay, and it is a what if, okay, so, you know, but what we do, we look at past performance, not necessarily to guarantee future results, but you can kind of see how it plays out, okay. So you've gone up there, you've got overextended, you've hit a level of consolidation there, you've gone sideways for a few weeks before refueling, before, you know, resetting all these levels and that, get this RSI down in the mid-level, guys, before you continue. So if you was to get the same kind of pump that you've had there, you would, you know, get a pump from this level here, you would be pushing up and looking retrospectively at a $21.33, so roughly around the $20 mark, guys. So roughly up to the $20 mark, guys, okay, that's what you could potentially be looking at for Enjin after its level of consolidation, a cool down in the markets there, you know, reset some of these levels, and you got some nice volume here, guys, really nice volume, okay, so that's good, that's healthy. So there's a lot of interest in it, there's a lot of trading going on it. So yeah, that's Enjin coin, guys. I do hope you enjoyed that update, and I hope this plays out for you, anyone that's involved, okay. But at the moment, you know, don't be scared. It's just testing those support levels. You know, if you was to see that larger correction, guys, you are just coming back down to the daily EMAs there, and you are having a nice little retest as I've shown you earlier in the video. And yeah, just resetting those levels, guys, having a cool off, having a level of consolidation before you do take that next leg up to the mountain peak there, which is roughly up $20, guys. Good luck with that. Bye bye.